If you are a parent who truly cares about your children and do not a PDF file, please stop and watch this video.
Especially parents. Now stick with me on this because it's important. If you have kids, or even from when you were a kid, you probably remember a company called LifeTouch. They're the company that takes school photos, and they've been around for decades. In fact, I remember them taking my school photos when I was a kid in the 80s and 90s, and a lot of you probably remember that too. So this is a company that has been around for a while and has had routine access to American and Canadian schools for generations. Well, today, LifeTouch is owned by Shutterfly, which was acquired by a company called Apollo Global Management. That means LifeTouch and Shutterfly now sit in the same corporate structure. Now, when people hear school photos, they tend to think it's just a picture. It's not. School photo systems typically include a child's name, their school, their grade, their teacher, classroom information. Parents then provide home addresses, email addresses, phone numbers, and payment details. All of that information is tied directly to an image of a child, your child, and stored long-term for reorders, archives, and future access. They don't ever delete the photos. Shutterfly separately holds millions of consumer uploaded family photo accounts. Those accounts include images of children, often labeled with names, dates, schools, personal details that parents upload themselves. And again, stick with me here. So what you end up with are two massive pipelines of children's images and identifying information living under one corporate umbrella. That umbrella is Apollo. Now, Apollo was co-founded by a man named Leon Black. Leon Black's financial relationship with Jeffrey Epstein is documented in court records, including payments, settlements, and Epstein-related legal exposure. In 2023, Leon Black paid $62.5 million to the U.S. Virgin Islands to resolve claims connected to the Epstein investigation and child trafficking. Leon paid Jeffrey Epstein roughly $158 million over several years. Now, he denies any wrongdoing, but the settlement exists. Leon Black stepped down from Apollo because of all these allegations, accusations, etc., and a man named Mark Rowan took over as CEO. Well, wouldn't you know it, Mark Rowan also appears heavily in the Epstein files and emails, things like calendar entries, arranging meetings and breakfasts with Jeffrey across multiple years. Now, I'm not accusing of Mark Rowan of a crime. I'm not alleging wrongdoing by LifeTouch employees because I don't want to get sued, and I'm not claiming Shutterfly is misusing data. But when the former leader of a firm had documented financial ties to Epstein and the current CEO appears in Epstein scheduling records, it's reasonable to pause and ask questions, especially when that same firm controls the companies handling massive databases of children's photos and personal information of those children. This isn't abstract, y'all. This is your child's photo, your child's name, your child's school, and your home information. And at the very least, people deserve to know who controls the systems holding that data. Anyways, drop your thoughts in the comments, follow and share this with other parents, and I'll ask you guys something to get the conversation going. Do you remember LifeTouch, and do you use Shutterfly?